and then without obstacle. Praise and absolution for our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam as the last messenger, the best figure of this university. And this amazing moment, we have already seen in front of us our beautiful speaker, Prof. Dr. Karen Ferreira Meyers. Thank you for your time. And also we have our Dean, Dr. Hartono MA, and also Professor Dr. Mulyadi Eko Purnomo MPD as our coordinator of doctoral program in education, and of course our beautiful Vice Dean Ibu Dr. Rita Indrawati. Okay, today we are going to have a very great moment for the workshop, so please be active, and then we can have to get a lot of knowledge from our speakers. And then before we start, we would like to ask for our Dean, Dr. Hartono, to open this moment. For Dr. Hartono, time is yours.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Honorable Professor Dr. Karen Ferreira Meyer, as the source person today, the Honorable Vice Dean Dr. Rita Indrawati MPD, the Honorable Coordinator Study Program, Professor Dr. Mulyadi Eko Purnomo MPD, all of the lecturer, Faculty of Teacher Training and Education that attend this class, and also all student PhD program in education. First of all, I would like to say thank you for Professor Dr. Karen Ferreira Meyer, because she is going to present about the artificial intelligence, encourage the critical thinking. This topic is very important, is very interesting for us because you as a student right now, we have the class Ethno-Pedagogic and Transformation Digital in Education and Learning. So the topic is very related to our subject at the class. This topic also important because the key point is the artificial intelligence and critical thinking. Yeah. Now we have a lot of the issue about the artificial intelligence, from the simple tool and the advanced tools. Yeah. Now we have the Star Wars, Perang Bintang, Star Wars. Yeah, the name of the film. And also about the drone, yeah, with the bomber. So yeah, it is called the Star Wars. Yeah, and in our school and our as educators, we have the robotic. Yeah, robotic. We have the software maybe to. Yeah, this the good issue. Yeah, with the artificial intelligence, and also with the skill and the competence that we offer to our student. It's like the STEM, maybe critical thinking, problem solving. So make our student to be challenging, to do something, to create something. Yeah, this is the point. During this era, our students have to know about the artificial intelligence. Whatever you work with your field, with your classes, maybe language, maybe the educational technology, maybe the basic education, and others. Please keep in touch with the artificial intelligence. Yeah. Of course, artificial intelligence can develop the critical thinking that I made this month before. I work with the teacher how to create the robotic with the STEM approach. Yeah. So it's very interesting. Yeah. From the elementary teacher through the senior high school teacher to create the robotic can a mini car can move and turn on the left, turn on the right, and backward. Yeah. So yeah, make the something new to critical thinking, to think critical. Yeah, to think critical, and also to make experience to make the problem solving, to solve the problem. Yeah. This the challengings to our teacher, and also you all of as a PhD student have to know the artificial intelligence that use based on your needs. Yeah, to solve your problem, like to analyze the data, to make something that using the artificial intelligence. Again, I would like to thank for Professor Dr. Karen Ferreira Mayer. We, of course, your lecture will be useful for us, and get lucky for us. Yeah, to her from her lectures. Finally, I'm going to open officially with Bismillah this agenda. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Bapak Dr. Hartono MA as our Dean. Okay, now we are going to come for the photo session. Okay, please, for all the lecturers and also my friends in Doctor Program in Education, stand up before we have our workshop. We take a place. Silakan berdiri, teman-teman. Ya, kita manfaatkan waktunya secepat mungkin biar kita banyak waktu untuk bertanya. Thank you. Beautiful moment. Thank you. Please be seated. And then we are going to have our workshop. Oke, untuk Pak Eko, Pak Sardi mungkin boleh Prof Nur Hayati tadi mana? Iya, duduk di sini. Sebelum dimulai kita akan memberikan sertifikat kepada Prof Karen. Ya. Oke, before. Oke, ya.
In the meantime, just for you to know, so my name is Karen. I'm really happy to be here with you. I'm looking forward to our interactions.
Yes.
You are doctoral students, so I must hear you. You must be critical as well.
Oke, Prof Karen.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Ya, kita akan penyerahan sertifikat dulu ya.
We're almost there.
Sertifikat dari Pak Dekan kepada narasumber kita pada hari ini. Pak Sardi boleh mendampingi Pak Sardi. Prof Eko dan Ibu Rita juga mendampingi untuk penyerahan sertifikat. So this is the certificate for our Prof Dr. Karen speaker. Our speakers today. Thank you for our speakers. Terima kasih untuk Bapak Dekan, juga Pak Eko dan Ibu Rita. And then now we are going to come to our workshop entitled Does Artificial Intelligence Usage Encourage Critical Thinking in Higher Education? And for our moderator, we have Ibu Asti.
Another one.
Okay, so I hand in this time for Ibu Asti as the moderator today. Okay.
Okay, let's do next one. But you can stand. You can stand. You don't have to see Karen. Okay.
May I open the sessions?
Yes, absolutely. You can go ahead.
Good morning, our esteemed Professor Dr. Karen, Mayor, the Honorable Dean, Vice Dean, Coordinator Study Program, lecturers of Sriwijaya University Palembang, and dear our college in doctoral program students of Education University Sriwijaya. I am Asti Gumartiva, and I'm gonna be the moderator for our workshop today in this morning, with the theme is Does Artificial Intelligence Usage Encourage Critical Thinking in Higher Educations? And we are very enthusiastic about the South Africa, and actually she has a very strong academic and professional background with a focus on intelligence, focus on linguistic and language teaching. And of course, she reflects a dedicated, experienced academic with extensive expertise in the field of linguistics and educations. Ladies and gentlemen, actually there are so many informations or very great informations identity from Professor Karen, but I'm sure that you can browse a very wonderful wonderful CV from Professor Karen. And one conclusions about her CV I would like to summarize, of course, that in terms of open educations, online distance teaching and learning, and teaching and learning of language, and there are so many research areas that Professor Karen has presented. Okay, Professor, now we are very pleased and really excited to receive the the informations that will be presented by you. And now we give the floor to the Professor Dr. Karen, and please, you can start your presentations.
Thank you very much. So good morning again to all of you. It's wonderful to be here. It's lovely to have been invited by the university management, by my dear friend Prof. Rita, by everybody here, and I am really looking forward to interaction. Of course, I will be sharing some of my thoughts, but the idea as well is to get you to think critically about AI. We are all using AI. Can I have maybe your hands up for those of you who are using AI? And don't feel shy, eh? I'm definitely one of those, yeah? So, yeah. I can see lots of hands. So that will be very interesting because it means you have started using, yeah, okay, I can move around, yes. Prof. Rita knows I like to move around. I don't like to sit still. So, but I will need to move my slides, so I'm going to keep this close to me so I can do that. So the idea today of our workshop, this is actually a workshop. So what does that mean? It means I am guiding you, I am leading you, but you are working. That's the idea. But we are going to ask a lot of questions that you might not have an answer to immediately, but that you will definitely have in the next coming weeks, months, while you are working on your doctoral students and using the tools that are already available to you. So let me know, what kind of tools are you using? Okay, ChatGPT. Copilot. Okay. I can see your instructor giving a lot of AIs. Yes. Now, are you all working with those? Okay. That's excellent. What are your first thoughts about it? What do you think about these AI tools? What are your first impressions? Are they doing what you want them to do? Are you getting the information? Very helpful? Okay. Any pitfalls, any dangers, any things that you think, maybe this is not working so well? Or you're just accepting everything that comes from ChatGPT?
I think it's quite dangerous because most of the references that I give to us fake.
Yeah. So when did you find out that the references were fake? When? Did you find out yourself or your instructor told you, these references are wrong?
I have some experiences with AI.
Yes. And you? Did you notice that the references were fake? Yeah? No? Sometimes. Yeah, so that's good. If you have already started checking the things, it means that you are now critically engaging with the AI tools. Yeah, I think, the undergraduate students, even the master students, they just take whatever comes. They don't check anything. So at least I'm happy that you, as the doctoral students, you are checking things, because it's very important to check things. Right, so today's this is kind of the overview. We'll see where we get. I'm not sure we'll be able to do everything, but the idea is that at the end of my presentation, you are ready to do some critical work, and then maybe in the next session with your instructor, or if we have a Zoom session, or whenever, you can present on that activity. Yeah, so ideally, if we had more time, we would start doing the activity together. But so what I want to do is first think a little bit about critical thinking. So when we think of our 21st century, we know that we have many, many problems in society. And we need to urgently find solutions. Okay, that is our task as educators. We need to guide people on how to solve issues, on how to make good, appropriate, relevant decisions. Yeah? So in doing so, of course, we are going to use tools. We are going to use the data that is available to us. And AI offers us that opportunity. It has tools for us to use. So critical thinking is essential for all of us. Yeah? It is together with the 5 big C's. You have collaboration, you have communication, and you have others. But to teach and to learn and to assess critical thinking is very difficult. Yeah? How do I know that you are critically thinking? How can I find out? How can I find out that my students or my pupils, my little learners in primary school are thinking critically? How do I assess that? How do I give them 10 out of 10 or 5 out of 10? How do I do that? So that is a major question, and we are not ready for that yet. So that is something we need to think about. So I did, I'm going to share some of the, what can I say, some of the findings from a small study we did in Eswatini. Now, first question, where is Eswatini? Any idea? Yeah, it is in southern Africa. So when you look at Africa, you have that bottom part, which is like a tip. Yeah? And in that bottom part, you have a big country, which is South Africa. And then a little bit higher, you have Mozambique. It's also quite a big country. In between, you have a tiny little dot of 1.2 million people only, and that is Eswatini. So it's a very small country. It's a very small country, but with similar societal issues like you. Yeah, the issue of how climate change is impacting, the issue of unemployment, the issue of young people not knowing what to do with their lives. So we have very similar issues. So we've also started implementing AI, and I wanted to find out, you know, how do my colleagues think about this? What are their ideas? So the idea was to look at critical thinking in particular. So we have together a couple of important questions that we should be answering today, yeah, within this workshop. So how does AI reshape our role? Yeah? Are we still the owners of knowledge? No, not at all. Are we still the only one who is sharing things? No, not at all. So this, when we try to foster critical thinking, we need all the stakeholders, all of you, to be there as well. Okay? And so at the end, the idea will be that you choose an AI tool, and there's a spelling mistake there, an AI tool, not with the S, and propose some critical thinking activities that can be undertaken with that tool. So that is what you will be doing towards the end and maybe for the next sessions that you have. So we have a lot of questions about critical thinking. I will share my PowerPoint presentation, but of course you can take pictures, no worries. So first of all, I want you to answer, what is critical thinking? Let me know what you think. What is critical thinking in your own words? And I'm gonna maybe use the mic so that whoever answers, you know, can be heard even on the Zoom link. Anybody? What is critical thinking? How can we define critical thinking? Yeah? Everyone is pointing at you. But please, I want all of us to participate. Eh?
Okay, critical thinking means that we ask the questions by having analysis, and then we also make a judgment about what the knowledge or the thing that we just talk about.
Excellent. I think the idea of analysis is important, and judgment. Yeah, so we form an opinion based on what we see around us. Is there anybody else who wants to add something or maybe modify? Should I go to the other side now? Okay, all right. Who has been pointed out? It looks like you have been pointed out. Okay, let's hear you. What do you think critical thinking is?
Well, when I am critical, yeah, I usually ask questions.
Yeah, good.
Okay. So there is, I think, critical thinking.
Is asking questions enough?
To make it simple. Okay, so
To make it simple, okay,
Yeah, critical
okay.
thinking is asking questions.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
and
I think
it's
the-
not
yeah.
it's not easy to ask questions.
It's not.
When you don't understand something,
Yeah.
you cannot ask
No.
questions.
No.
So to be critical, yes, you have to understand something and then ask questions.
I like that. The starting point of critical thinking is definitely asking questions. Yeah, definitely. Now, how, from that starting point of critical thinking of, okay, hello, Prof. Rita, just made sure that I can't see my slides anymore. It's wonderful to see you on the screen, but I need my slides there. So the idea was, from that critical thinking point, from the questioning point, how do we then make sure that knowledge evolves in our society? What is the link between questioning and knowledge production? Share the screen again? Did I disappear? Okay. Okay, let's do the sharing of screen again. Sorry about that. In the meantime, just think about my question and you can start answering, eh? Where am I? Zoom. Hello. I am connected. Yeah. I am definitely connected. And let me share again.
Jadi Ibu Karen menanyakan apa hubungan antara critical thinking dengan
Okay, there we go.
pengetahuan, knowledge.
Yeah, and we're looking at the second question there. How does critical thinking then contribute to the advancement, to the knowledge construction in your particular areas? So basically, what is the link between questioning, critical thinking, and knowledge production? Okay, I'm looking at all of you. Maybe you are critically overthinking now. Tell me what you think.
Yeah, when you ask questions, you need answers.
Aha. We start with the questions, then we have answers.
Yeah.
When we have answers, we have been producing knowledge. And we do that through what your colleague raised, the analysis and the decision making. Excellent. That is how it all works together. Good. So what you see here is what AI gave me when I asked it to give me some questions on critical thinking in higher education. And what I like about this is that it has the question and then it tells me what the objective is. Yeah, so for each question we have a major question, yeah, a very important one, yeah, something that I think is really, for your level of thinking, and then we have the objective. So the objective was to define, the objective was to think about critical thinking, and then we go back, and we go further on the AI tools. But we'll get back to those AI tools later on. So I have a whole series of questions there that you can go back to. And then I also, of course, before I started my little study in Eswatini, I needed to do some literature review. Okay? Now, how do you do literature review? What tools do you use to do literature review? When I was studying, at the entrance of the library, we had a cupboard. A huge cupboard, and there were small little cards in that cupboard. So every time we needed to look up some literature, a book or an article, we needed to go and sit and look in that cupboard to find the right place of the book, get the book off the shelf and start reading. Do we still need to do that today? No. So what do we do? We use AI. Okay. Tell me which particular tools you use for literature review.
I use ChatGPT and other like Genie,
Okay.
Genie AI.
Okay. ChatGPT, but we've already said that ChatGPT gives us nonsense references. So we can't be using ChatGPT for literature review because we are going to get a nonsense literature review. And then we are going to present our doctoral work and the assessors will say, you are not ready, go back. Yeah, so you don't want that. You don't want to get there. Okay. Copilot, yeah. 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 Yeah, okay, so when you use Copilot, what type of references do you get? If I remember well, when I use Copilot, I only get references of websites. Yeah? I don't get references to scholarly articles. I don't get references to books. So I'm only given what is available on the web, which can be good, but it can also not be good. Okay? So, what else do we do? I mean, what stage of your doctoral studies are you in? You've done your research proposal? Uh-huh. Okay. Site AI. Okay. You haven't tested it. Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. Good. So I think one of the things you can do after this workshop is go and test it, critically evaluate it. Yes, I think that's excellent. Okay. So who knows Elicit AI? None of you? Okay. You must go and check that out. It's Elicit, E-L-I-C-I-T AI. Okay, so if you are online, just open it up and have a look at it. There is another tool that is very good. It's called Consensus AI. Okay, so we've got Elicit AI, Consensus AI, and then you also have Semantic Scholar. I mean, I hope some of you are already using Google Scholar. Yeah? 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 So go to Elicit, go to Consensus, and if any of you has got the page open, tell me what you see. Yeah? Yeah? How is the page laid out? What different things have we got on that page of Elicit AI? Are you able to open it? Are you getting somewhere? Yeah. Okay, you might have to sign up. Otherwise, also try Consensus AI. Yeah. Okay, so we've got some Consensus AI. So on Consensus, you have a space, just like in any search engine, where you will ask, where you put your prompt. Okay? So put something that is related to your own research. And you can do the same in Elicit if you are signed up. Okay, so you put something on that is related to your own research. We get an opportunity to go into Copilot. I wouldn't do that. But you will get a number of papers. So you will get references. You will get a summary of the most important papers. And you will get direct links to articles. Okay? Are you getting somewhere? Yeah? Are you also trying? Okay. Yeah, so yeah, it's going to pop up. I think yeah, there it is. Okay? So you see, what do we get? We get a summary of the top 4 papers, so the most cited papers in that field. If you pay up, you get 8 papers, but 4 papers is nice. So those are the most cited ones. So then this is a starting point for my research. I now have you know, what the best research is saying, and then I can take it from there. If you go down the page, if you scroll down, you will see that you have many more articles. And if you go onto one of those articles, it will allow you to get the link to the article itself. So you can go and read it. Okay? Yeah, it is really useful. Yeah, it is really useful. And you can specify the dates. You know, maybe you're doing historical research and you want to see the trend of a certain concept. Then you can say, okay, I only want papers written between 1980 and 1990. So you can specify things, okay? And you all know the importance of using a good prompt, okay? So if you are doing research, like I saw somebody doing on climate change is too broad, yeah? Narrow it down, keep on narrowing it down. Because, you know, doctoral research is really researching on something tiny, tiny that will then fit in larger research and in knowledge construction. Okay? So I can see some smiling faces. I hope you are finding some of, you know, the good things. Okay, so I did my literature review using both illicit and consensus, and I was double checking in Semantic Scholar. Why? Because I wanted to make sure that I really had the references that I needed. Okay, and so I've picked out 3 here that I think are important with regard to thinking, critical thinking skills. So the first one is from Rusandi and colleagues in 2023, and they found that ChatGPT has the potential to enhance education and research when used ethically and responsibly, promoting critical thinking skills and academic integrity. So a very important work of research for this particular field. Then we have a little bit earlier in 2019, Spector and Ma, who said that we should put more emphasis on developing human intelligence, especially in young children, with the support of artificial intelligence. So what are they saying? They are saying human intelligence is more important than artificial intelligence, but artificial intelligence is what can help us. Yeah, it can make us better critical thinkers if we use AI. And then we have Trisnawati and colleagues in 2023 saying that AI impacts 21st century skills like critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, and communication, but it also has the potential to facilitate learning problems, so an answer to that, and decrease, that's the important one, students' ability in creative thinking. So we must, what is this saying? This is saying we must be very careful when we use AI, because the danger is that people stop being critical, yeah? Because they will accept everything that comes. Look at what happened when the internet started. Yeah, before, every time somebody said something, maybe we were questioning it. Maybe we wanted to go and verify the facts. When the internet came, we just gobbled up everything. We just accepted everything. And this is why, you know, people who want to use the internet in a bad way can do so. And that's why we have so much fake news. And that's why we need critical thinkers. Otherwise, we will get more and more fake news. Okay? So I thought these 3 papers were very important of what I was going to do. So this is what I kind of used. And then these are my research questions. Okay. And again, you can't see them anymore. Oh yeah, there they are. Okay. So my research questions, I need to cut my fringe because this is kind of not.
It's okay, I think you can put up your Gandhi.
Yeah, I will because it's disturbing me and I'm going to be disturbing you with it. Let me do that. But I'll put it back on, yeah, because I think it looks really nice. Okay, so my idea was, and this is something that you can easily do in your setting as well, to find out what the current level of awareness, usage and perceived importance of AI tools is for enhancing critical thinking skills among lecturers in Eswatini. Yeah, so this is something that you can easily duplicate here, find out, what your lecturers think about AI tools and critical thinking. So I also wanted to find out what are the challenges and the concerns the lecturers face when they want to start using and implementing AI tools for developing our students' critical thinking skills. How do lecturers in Eswatini envision on integrating the tools into the teaching practice? What support do they need? And what are the lecturers' perceptions on the impact of the tools on student engagement, on learning outcomes, but also on future employability? So that's what I wanted to find out. So I did a very small mixed method study. Some quantitative and qualitative data were collected. Okay, I don't know why there's a bit of a delay. And I'm still online. Okay, I don't know why I'm not getting the next slide. Okay, but anyway, so I was looking to find some qualitative and quantitative data. I worked in 2 universities. Oh, I'm off Zoom. I worked in 2 universities, my own university and another university in Eswatini. I sent out an online questionnaire with both closed questions and open-ended questions. Okay, we're trying to get back on, so let's see how far we get. And then I, of course, did some analysis, data analysis. And for the data analysis, I did limited statistical analysis, but quite a bit of content analysis, so that I could kind of triangulate the data. Okay, now I can't do anything anymore. Okay, I'm back online, just a second. There we are. So this is what I was just explaining, and then, okay, now I can't go. Right. Okay, I'm sorry about the technical issues. It's a bit annoying, but we will get there. All right. So for the analysis, maybe some of you know the TPAC. Yeah, so I use the TPAC as, the broad theoretical framework within which I was working. And so I used that to have the different categories of answers, be they related to the technology part, to the pedagogy part, or to the subject content, okay? So what did I expect? Yeah, I had some expectations for the study. This is why I was doing the study. So my expectations were to try and develop a critical thinking framework, and I've started working on that. I'm not at the end yet. Requiring learning analytics dashboards, personalized feedback bots, etc., etc. And then, of course, the idea behind it is that this type of study would influence policy. Yesterday, I asked the participants if there was already an AI policy, and the answer was no. So I think this is very important. An AI policy at national level is important, but even at institutional level, it's important. So I hope, some of you, with the help of, your advisors and with the help of people in management, you will start thinking about that AI policy. Why? Because we need firm guidelines on what is okay and what is not okay. Yeah? So that we make sure that we protect anybody who's using AI from abuse as well. Okay, and then of course the idea is what are the actual results. So I've got a couple of slides. We're just going to go through them. So how familiar are you with AI tools for educational purpose? And we see that 41.2% have a little bit of an idea of what they are, and the same amount of people of the same percentage moderately. So I would expect that 2 years after the launch of ChatGPT, more people would already be aware of the AI tools. But that's not the case. So I think, you know, that it's very interesting to see that. My second question was, how often do you currently use AI tools in your teaching? And then you see 17 responses were gained, and out of those 17, the sometimes is the one that pops up as the most prevalent. Okay, so again there, I would have thought much more usage was ongoing. And then, which group of AI tools do you think has the most potential to enhance critical thinking skills? And there it's a majority, yeah, it's almost a vast majority, that thinks it's the simulation activities that will help most in enhancing critical thinking skills. Do you use simulation activities? Okay, so maybe tell me a little bit, which fields are you in? Language education? All, okay. Okay, 5 of you are in language education. Simulation activities are very good. Yeah, they are very useful. Other fields? Physical education, physics education, yeah. Maths education, very good. Simulation is excellent, yeah. Yeah. So the lecturers I interacted with said that this is probably where we can most improve critical thinking through these simulation activities. Then the next big group is the orange one with the adaptive learning systems. Yeah. I think I must go back to them and ask them how they think that would work. So I think we need further research on that. And then the next question was on the biggest challenge. And the biggest challenge, apart from a little bit of resistance, the biggest challenge is the limited resources or infrastructure. Okay? Now, I don't know if that's the same here. In my university, we have quite a lot of electricity cuts. We have major connectivity issues. When I see what's going on here, I think you have good internet access. So at least that is something that might not be the most important challenge for you here. The other challenges were a lack of technical knowledge, and then also very important, that's the one that is the most concerning, is the academic integrity. Okay, it's the plagiarism, it's the cheating, it's the non-acknowledgement of using ChatGPT and other tools, etc., etc. Right, the next question was, how comfortable are you with the idea of using AI to assess students' critical thinking skills? So in the beginning, I said, you know, one of the major problems we have is how do we assess critical thinking skills? How can we say that this young person has critical thinking skills or not? To what level do they have critical thinking skills or not? And again there, the idea is moderately. Yeah, so it's not very exciting. Yeah, people still have a lot of questions whether this will be possible or not. Yeah, so that's also something we need to further think about and reflect upon. Then most of the participants said they thought it was important, very important, to incorporate AI tools to enhance critical thinking skills. So at least there we have consensus. Yeah? Even though we have questions and we have challenges with the AI tools when it comes to critical thinking and integration and implementation, at least we agree that they could be used to enhance critical thinking skills. Prepared is very balanced. Yeah? Some are prepared, some are not at all prepared. So we need to do a lot of teacher training, lecturer training at universities and beyond on the use of AI tools. So I'm very happy to see that here at UNSRI you are really taking that very important step. And then which type of support? So the most the support that is most valued is the combination of technical training, pedagogical guidance, IT support, and access to more tools. Now, you wonder why people are saying access to more tools, because many of the tools are for free. So maybe that's where the technical training needs to come in on how to find the tools and how to use them. But of course, there are also still many tools that you have to pay for. So, you know, when there's not much money available in a university, that might also be a major issue. The next question I asked was, how do you think students would respond to increased use of AI tools for critical thinking development? And the lecturers thought that that would be a positive response overall. Okay, so the most was positive and very positive. So everybody thinks the students are ready for this. The students will welcome this, and I can see that you are also all welcoming this. Yeah, because the idea is that it will make your work go more smoothly, yeah? Advance more rapidly, even be better in quality. Right. Okay, then there was a question relating to critical thinking and employability. But then the idea also, I had some open-ended questions, and then I've provided a summary here. So what are the methods now that we can use to develop critical thinking skills? And I think that's important. So the lecturers were saying project-based, inquiry-based, research-based learning, but also many hands-on activities and practical application-focused activities, making the learners actively participate. Yeah, definitely one of the ways to get them to improve on their critical thinking skills as well. They talked about authentic assessment and also innovation. Interestingly, I thought they were also highlighting collaboration. So as do you work together? Do you collaborate? Yes. Okay. Explain a little bit, how do you do that?
Most of us collaborate in many activities. For example, like doing seminars, we share about how to have the instrument, and then the others try to analyze the result of the data, and also we collaborate about making such kind of these activities also. Try to find out the speakers for our workshop, and also we have many collaboration actually. Also, for example, I don't understand about technology a lot, so I asked my friend Ayu. She's from technological subject, so I asked her, so how to use this to to make me understand about the AI, and also such kind of website that can help me finding resources or to analyze the result of my instrument to help me easier. So the paper can be sent successfully.
Thank you. I think that is how doctoral studies have evolved. You know, a couple of years ago, doctoral students would be very lonely. They would be sitting in a corner working alone. I think now you have that opportunity to learn from each other. So collaboration is definitely something that will enhance critical thinking, because we are asking someone else to have an opinion. That person's opinion or assistance will then require us to reflect on what we are doing, and that will help us to move forward. And then, of course, case studies can be very useful. And how can these AI tools help us in the classroom, beyond, to do research, seeing it really as a supportive type of activity, supportive type of tool? What was interesting, that there were many of the respondents who were unsure or had no experience on what tools to use or how critical thinking. I think that's very important, because it means they haven't thought about it, or they haven't used the tools, or they are completely clueless. And I think we cannot afford to be clueless today when it comes to AI. Right, many concerns were raised. Yeah? Academic integrity is probably the most cited concern worldwide. Yeah? Even just ethical considerations, data privacy, bias, discrimination, all that. Second most cited concern is, and that's linked to academic integrity, is authenticity of student work. Yeah? If now I bring in a beautifully crafted doctoral thesis, who has done the work? Well, was it AI, or was it me, or did we work together, or what? How do we evaluate? How do we assess that? There's also the risk of shallow learning and a reduced interaction with content. We all know that for our brain to work properly, we have to put things in short memory that then some of it goes down to long-term memory. Now, if we work a lot with AI tools, some of the things will stay in short memory and will never get absorbed. So we haven't really learned anything, yeah, which is quite dangerous when we think of the future. The loss of other soft skills development. Okay, what are the soft skills? Anyone? You need some soft skills? Okay, soft skill? Creative thinking, yes, yeah. I still don't get it, sorry. Attitude. Attitude can be seen as a soft skill. Yes, yes, yes. The way we look at things, the way we behave in the world. Yes. Yes. I'm also thinking of communication, language skills. Yeah? And those of us that are in language education, if we now rely on AI tools all the time, then we don't develop those language skills. Yeah? We can craft beautifully designed reports, but we are not doing them. Okay, it looks like we're offline again. All right, we are trying to get back there. Okay, and then there was also one important point on accessibility. The fact that some of us are not able to access those AI tools. So that gap that we already had with just everything that is digital might now be growing because of AI. And then we have unfair competition. Yeah? There is a doctoral student who has access to all the tools and who does a wonderful job with the thesis. And there you have the student who has access to none of the tools, nothing whatsoever, works very, very hard, but the thesis, the end product, doesn't look as good as the other one. So who are we rewarding? Who is the better student? You know, so those are also things we need to think about. How am I doing with time? Are we all right? I think Prof. Rita said by 11:30 I should be done, and I think we're getting there fast. So, okay, let me try and get back on. Right, there we come. There we are. All right. Okay. Okay, so these were some of the concerns raised by the lecturers, and then they also suggested some solutions, some ways forward. And some of these have to do with training, which is something you are doing now, which I think is very useful. This also needs to be done for teaching staff. The policies and the guidelines, I've talked about that. The issues, we need to have measures to ensure that there is academic integrity, prevent over on AI, and educate the students. So have that conversation with the students so we are all at the same level. We are all thinking about the same things and reflecting on the same concerns. So then they gave some examples of areas in which some of the tools could be used. I'm going to highlight the ones on language learning, but you can go through the rest as well for those of you that are doing studies in another field. For language learning, the Google text-to-speech and all those other AI tools that allow that can be very good to create engaging listening materials, to develop the listening skills, but then also pronunciation, the chatbots to develop writing and speaking, and the day-to-day conversations in a foreign language. You've all learned English. I think today we have so many AI tools at our disposal that probably your language learning would have gone faster if possible. All right, so you can see there for different fields, different examples. I'm not going to go into that because my time is running out. Just to also think of our roles as lecturers, as teachers that are constantly changing. So what does that mean? If things are constantly changing, we must be very, very flexible and adaptable. Yeah, we can't sit back and think, okay, things are just happening. We need to go with the flow, okay? So we are no longer content experts, or we are, but we are also a guide, a mentor, a facilitator. We really need to support our students to use the tools effectively, and I think you have a wonderful example of one of your lecturers who really does that, so that is great. That emphasis on use of technology. We need to become designers of learning experiences even more than we were before. I'm sure in the schools we still have textbooks, but that will be changing rapidly as well, as far as I understand. And let's work together. I know you do team teaching here at the university. I hope team teaching also happens in schools, and that really means we can use the strengths of each and every individual to get a better end product. And then, of course, facilitate that development of these AI critical skills. Right, okay. For that we have a whole lot of skills that need to be developed, as you can see there. So as future teachers, future lecturers, start thinking of how you can improve yourself. Yeah? Get those skills while you can. Now is the right time to get them. And then I promised myself that I was going to try and develop a critical thinking development framework. I've started doing that. You see, it's very complicated. It can't even fit on one slide. I think I've got 2 or 3 of them. And the idea was really to bring in as many types of activities and systems and skill development things that was possible. So you can see the framework I'm working on is complicated. I hope to be able to better visualize it one day, soon. All right, so then there were lots of recommendations from them, but now we come to your practical activity. So what you are going to do, and you can do this in pairs or in small groups, is choose a tool. Yeah? I've given a list, but you can go beyond that. You can choose any tool. I want you to critically explore the features and functionality of the tool. And then, with that particular tool you've chosen, you are going to design a critical thinking activity, and you are going to think about the learning objectives, the target audience, and the desired level of cognitive complexity. All right? And then going to present that critical activity to your colleagues, and they are going to provide feedback. So I don't know how and when you can do that. I would love it if you could form small groups and maybe record yourselves, and then maybe send it to your instructor and to myself, so that we can have a look of, what you really did with this. Okay? Any questions? Anything that is not clear? Yes? So you can have a look at what it looks like. Okay. Okay, let me see if I can do that online so that you can see what goes on. But for this activity, you don't need to use the same prompt. For this activity, you must get. Yes. Whether there's a variation or not. Okay, those of you who've used the AI tools like ChatGPT, you know that if I put in a prompt today, I will get an answer. If I put in the same prompt tomorrow, I will probably get a different answer. Okay? So that's why it's very difficult to say this is AI or this is not AI. This is very difficult to prove plagiarism, because it changes all the time. Because the machine is learning, and the machines adapt even to our mood. The machine can feel in the prompt whether we are happy or not. So there will be a different answer. Let me see if I can do this. I'm not very good with this. I need to go for technology classes soon. But let me see if I can do that. If I can just show you. Why can't I? Okay, maybe I can do it via my screen. Okay. Okay, but are there any questions with regard to the task? While I try and figure this out.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, maybe anybody here want to have a questions? Maybe I will invite Ayu for having questions. Okay, you may deliver your questions.
Thank you for your opportunities. My name is Aprilia Sarirahayu. So the question is, does ChatGPT's ability to summarize information and generate research ideas risk undermining students' development of essential research skills, such as critical reading and source evaluations? Thank you.
Okay, that's a very loaded question. I think that any tool can enhance or undermine. It depends on how you are going to use the tool. So both answers, it can be a yes and it can be a no. Summarizing is one of those skills that for a very long time we in academia have thought essential. Because it brings about you being able to get the most important information out and rephrase it in your own words. Today those tools are available to us. What does it allow us to do? It allows us to move faster. It allows us to deal with more data, and so it allows us to have a better basis for making those informed decisions. Does that mean one day we will not be able to summarize anymore? Maybe. So the issue there is, are the tools that are available, are they good enough to do summaries as we want them to be? That is the question. Do they really find most important points or not? So I can't give you a yes or no answer. It really depends. Okay? So I hope you are testing, young lady, I hope you are testing the tools and checking whether the summaries are good enough. Yeah? Because that's your task, to find out that what you get from the machine, is it something that is appropriate for me, relevant to my research. Okay, more questions? Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Try that one. Yeah. Each takes a different tool, and then maybe your instructor can give you the prompt. You all put in the prompt, and then we'll listen to what answers we get.
The same AI, the same tool,
Uh-huh.
the same application, and the same prompt,
Yeah.
maybe various products.
From the different laptops. Definitely.
Ya, Perplexity AI, open, ask anything, sudah mulai? Oke, ya. Ini, please give me a text. Bisa nulis ya? A text relates to procedural text ya? Ya, a procedural text. Buat apa sih? Ayo.
Okay, read your prompt out again, please.
How to make text.
Yeah. Good one. I think it's a good one because it's very context related. It's, yeah.
Tanya aku ini, dia bilang.
Okay, don't click yet. Don't click.
Please,
Don't click. Wait until you all
please
click at
give
the same
a
time.
task please give a task relate to procedural text.
Please give me a procedural text.
Yeah.
Procedural text.
Dealing with how to make pempek. Yeah. How to make pempek.
Okay, is everybody ready? I'll do the count. If you're all ready, are you all ready? You weren't supposed to click yet. I'm coming with the microphone for the boss. Okay, the boss is getting ready.
Ya, Kathy, Karen, Empe, okay. Yeah. Dot, okay. Please give me, okay, sorry, give me. Yeah. No, okay, yeah. Oh, sorry, please give me a procedural text, okay, procedural text dealing with how to make pempek, okay. Okay, sudah? Okay, ready? We just 1, 2, 3. Neng. How to make pempek? Pempek is a traditional dish from Palembang, Indonesia, made primarily from fish and tapioca flour. Okay, it is often served with a spicy vinegar sauce called cuko. Here's a step, sama ya? Inilah eksperimen. Ya, okay. We have some the same text, okay. So that it is often served with a spicy vinegar sauce called tuko. Here's a step-by-step guide on how to prepare this delicious dish. Ingredients sama ya. For the fish cake, 500 grams of fish, Spanish mackerel or any white fish, sama ya. Okay, sama. 3 egg yolks, 200 milliliter ice water, sama ya. Oke, sama. Oh, dia nggak kreatif berarti ya. I thought perplexity so creative. I thought, but actually sama ya. Coba ini kan di foto ini. For the chuko sauce sama. Ya, Mem Rita tampilkan Mem, ini perplexity. Ini eksperimen saya dulu agak berbeda. Buat poster dengan by using perplexity, okay? I ask my students to write down the same prompt. We call it prompt. Prompt itu perintah. Prompt, how to make a prompt, good prompt, the same prompt, and then the text sangat berbeda. Ini sama.
Did you see some of them are talking about fish cake, others are talking about something, a combination of tapioca and fish, others are giving specific fish, somebody's talking about Spanish mackerel. So it's quite different. So we need to discuss that. Now I want you to do the same thing tomorrow. Just take a screenshot of this one. Do the same thing tomorrow and you will see it will be slightly different again. Okay? So this is why whatever comes out, you must still critically analyze. Because you will get something that looks wonderful, it looks right, but if you critically read through, you will see that maybe it's not completely right. Maybe you still need to adjust quite a lot. Okay, I think this is a wonderful little exercise to show you, how this machine reacts. And then it also, I don't know who of you maybe uses Netflix or even with Google, you get adverts that are tailor-made for you. So even your chat GPTs and perplexities react to previous things you've looked up. So you will get a different response based on your personal preferences almost. Okay? So that's where the advantage lies, but also the danger. Okay? Any other urgent questions or urgent comments? Otherwise, Yes.
It is a very inspiring, from yesterday until now, I'm so, surprised with the statement. Because based on your statement before, you said that whether our student cheat or not, something like that, it means that our student, if they use AI application, so they cheated us, okay? So they cheat us, okay? Oh, sorry. Oh, not cheat us, okay? Okay. Yeah, it's clear for me. Okay.
Yes, I think that's what we need to go with. The idea is that, yes, we use the tools, but we must be honest about it. We must know that this is to make things move faster and more efficiently, but we must also know that in the long run, the skills that we need, we still need to get them. So we still need to know how to read, write, listen, speak. This is not something that will go away. We need that cultural understanding of each other so that we know a person comes from there, this is the belief system, this is what they come with, this is what we can share, this is what we can't share. So this is very important. So are there, let's use them responsibly. critically, and then I think we can go a long way. And with that, I just would like to thank you all for your attention, and I look forward to seeing the products, the outcomes of the little activity. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Prof. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's very nice to listen a very marvelous or interesting informations from from Professor Karen. In this occasion, I'm gonna summarize what is actually the main or the importance informations from Karen's. Yes, actually, the tools of AI is such kinds of a tools, and in our reality, we use AI in our daily activities, especially in academic side. And I really interesting with the quote, as you mentioned with us before. We got three main informations. You said that ChatGPT can enhance educations and research when used ethically and responsibly, promoting critical thinking skills and academic integrity. And the second, ChatGPT also should be placed, on developing human intelligence, especially in young children with the support of critical intelligence. And the last one, we can summarize that AI impact 21st century skills like critical thinking, creativity, collaborations, and communications. But you have to remember also the facilitate learning problem and also the Christian's ability in critical thinking and creative. Ladies and gentlemen, so when we use a critical, or I mean that when we use AI, we have to know that we are, as a teacher or lecturer, we have to be flexible and adaptable to face the changing of roles of the literature. And remember, AI is machine, so machine's information is always changing day by the day. So we are, as a person, we have to be critical to get the outcome from the informations of AI machine itself. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to say thank you so much for your information. Give applause, please, my friend. And also, it is a very wonderful and impressing meeting or workshop, and we are very pleased to get your informations. Last word, I would like to say, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yeah, thank you so much.
Closing remark. Yeah, as a closing remark, we have try AI, but we should criticize what we find out from AI. The last one from Prof. Karen, we weight the product. We weight the product of what we did, what we do today. Yeah, we weight the product, what we do, what we did, what we doing today, right now. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much, Prof. Karen. Hopefully we can meet again someday. Yeah, with another agenda. Thank you very much.
I